I wasn't hired to be a manager. I wasn't hired to be a mediator. I definitely wasn't hired to be a human group chat for two grown adults who refuse to speak to each other. But somehow, that's exactly what I became. And when I finally snapped, I didn't scream. I didn't quit. I didn't complain. I did something much worse. I started lying. If you've ever been dragged into someone else's drama at work, if you've ever been punished for being the reasonable one, or if you've ever watched adult coworkers act like middle schoolers, hit like, subscribe, and buckle up because this revenge was accidental, petty, and absolutely deserved. This happened years ago in Cedar Falls, Iowa, at a tiny specialty shop called Myth and Pixel. Comics, anime figures, board games, collectibles sealed in glass like museum artifacts. It smelled like old cardboard, energy drinks, and dust. The owner, Darren, mid-40s, had one fatal flaw. He didn't hire employees. He adopted customers. Anytime a position opened, he'd grab the nearest regular and go, "Congrats, you work here now." Which sounds fun, until you realize firing them also means losing business. After a full staff wipe, no idea what happened, nobody ever explained, Darren hired 3 of us. Me and 2 other guys. He took us to dinner. Paid for everything. Talked about a fresh start and a new era. That should have been a red flag. Meet the antagonists. Local musician. Or at least aspiring. Always hungover. Always tired. Leo's main contribution to the store was sleeping, usually under the comic tables. When he was awake, he ran the register like rules were suggestions. I once heard him say, "Ed, just take it. It's like $2. It was not $2. Mid-20s, college student, full theater kid intensity, long black coat, heavy eyeliner, permanent scowl. Marcus had written a self-published novel about 2 serial killers competing. He constantly told customers he was better than mainstream horror hacks. He radiated, "Don't come to class tomorrow" energy. 3 days. That's how long peace lasted. Leo slept with Marcus's girlfriend. Marcus responded by destroying her belongings and letting her cat outside. After that, they did not acknowledge each other's existence at all. I didn't even know why things were tense until Darren pulled me aside one morning. "There might be some friction today." That was an understatement. Leo and Marcus refused to stand near each other, refused to speak, refused to make eye contact. Instead, they spoke through me, like I was a cursed walkie-talkie. At first, I tried to shut it down. "Tell him yourself." That never went well. "Oh, so you're on his side? Wow, real helpful. Guess I know who you support." They were both older than me, by years. I had my own job, my own tasks, but I was new and nervous and tired of fighting. So I gave in. For weeks, I passed messages. Petty ones, angry ones, passive-aggressive nonsense. Leo would yell at me. Marcus would ignore me completely. I'd walk away feeling smaller every day. Something in my chest started tightening. Not rage, resentment. One afternoon, Leo snapped at me over a chair that he moved. Marcus blamed me for missing cash I never touched. I remember thinking, why am I doing this? Why am I carrying their mess? And then a different thought, a stupid one. What if I didn't? It started small, harmless, lies that wasted time. "Hey, Marcus?" He wants to know if you're done with that pen. Marcus stared at the pen, actively writing. He asked if you blew up the bathroom. No one did. I sent Leo on fake errands. Marcus on wild goose chases. Signs moved, then moved back. Confusion bloomed. And I felt something I hadn't felt in weeks. Relief. I paced it carefully. 1 or 2 lies a day. Never enough to raise alarms. Watching them grow suspicious. Then frustrated. Then exhausted. It was petty. It was dumb. It was glorious. Eventually I ended it with one final lie. I told each of them the same thing. He wants to apologize. They met, alone, expecting surrender. Instead, they compared stories, connected dots, realized I played them. And you know what happened next? They bonded over hating me. They made up to ostracize me, which meant silence, peace, no messages, no drama, no nonsense. I smiled for the rest of that shift. A few months later, the shop collapsed. Darren fired all three of us. No speeches, no dinners, just over. And honestly, best thing that ever happened. Sometimes revenge isn't about hurting someone. Sometimes it's about refusing to carry their baggage. I didn't fix them. I just stepped aside and let the chaos do its thing. If this story hit close to home, hit like, subscribe, and tell us in the comments. Backhand index pointing right. What's the worst workplace drama you were dragged into? More stories coming soon. And trust me, they get messy, eh?